Shalom. All right. All honor, praise, and glory be to Yahweh Bashim Shai. Rahakadash Rakah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of a great millstone who rule well of Yasha'Allah. True elders of Yasha'Allah. All right. So as you can see to my left, or possibly to the right of the screen, the sign behind me, this is pretty much a place where the Northern Kingdom Israelites were living, which has now been made into a park. People today may know them as so-called North American Indians, you know, which actually go back to the tribe of Gad and Reuben, right? Reuben being the Seminole Indians, and Gad just being a mixture of depending on the location, you know. But the point of the matter is, this is an Israelite place of dwelling, right? It's called street we're on. Say it's Chippewa, and it's Chippewa Drive, right? Arrowhead Park. So we're gonna get a few scriptures real quick, or a quick scripture, and show you brothers and sisters this mound. All right. See, we have the mound behind me. You know what I'm saying? There's people, there's heathen sitting on top of it. You know, it appears to be some motorbikes. You know, and as you can see around the area, you know, it's inhabited now. So that mound, which Lord willing, brothers already did lessons on it. I know with Brother Kazak from the GMS Mississippi camp, he does lessons on the mounds as well, that I know of. You know, but this is a real thing. This is how you know that this history is true, because mounds go back to Israelite customs, and it represents what the Lord said was going to be the outcome of their dwelling places. They were going to become heaps. You know what I'm saying? So once in this now open field of greenery were, you know, more than likely Gadites. And I just say more than likely because Reuben was known to be down south. You know, we're Illinois. So this is Chippewa. This is the Chippewa. This is of the Chippewa. And another tribe, I believe, but they're all Israelites. So I'm gonna get a quick scripture. So these people don't have a clue, man. This is and they don't have a clue what they're dwelling on. This is blood that's been spilled. You don't see any Gadites around, any Native American, so-called Native American Indians. You don't see any Israelites, right? But you have all these heathens that's partaking in a land that was never theirs, and they won't give any justice to these people, you know, because that's the Lord's will. He said that the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, were going to receive your justice in the Lord, right? Which I can get real quick. This is Isaiah. Just a quick point. Salaki. Isaiah 45 and flip right to it. Isaiah 45 and 25. In the Lord shall all the seed of Israel be justified and shall glory. So in Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, shall all the seed of Israel be justified and shall glory. These people are not going to give you anything, man. They're not going to give you the land back they took from you. That was once yours. Getting to the point. And this was taken by who? The so-called white man. This is Psalms, Salaki, not Psalms. This is Micah 2. This is Micah 2:1, 2 and 2. It says, I'm going to start at 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields. So when you covet something, it's a greed. It's something you greedily want. You want that's not yours, right? It's a sin to actually covet. You know, Israelites can't covet things that belong to Israelites. I tell you that in the 10 Commandments, Exodus 20. You know, so it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. You know what I'm saying? So who did that? The so-called white man. He covets fields. You know what I'm saying? He took them by violence, man. He took everything that once belonged to the so-called Native American Indians and he's populated them and allowed the heathens that, you know, they give their power and their resources to the beast to have power for 1 hour, you know, being to also dwell in among us. You know, they're just sitting on the hill like nothing is happening, you know? You know, on the mountain like nothing is happening, you know? All these houses built around mansions, mini mansions, wherever you want to. So as I was saying, this is all being perpetuated and ringleaded by the so-called white man who's Esau, right? So it says, the punishment of thine iniquity, Lamentations 4:22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, you Israelites. He will no more carry thee away captive, carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom, you so-called white people. He will discover thy sins, right? It says, Lamentations 5:1. Well, I ain't gonna get that. This is Obadiah 1:17. I'm gonna start at 15. For the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So you're sitting on that right now, you know, and you're embarking on land that was never yours, you know, and you don't have a care in the world. You know, you took a piece of the devil's pie, Esau's pie, which is here, eat of the affliction and the labor, the blood, sweat, and tears for your gain, which is actually eating of, like I said, the blood, sweat, and tears and affliction of so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, who are actually the Israelites. Go ahead, eat up. And when you do that, you eat up, you neglect the people of God, the children of God. And the Lord sees that, man. So all that's about to return upon your own head, man. You know, with your nice, luxurious homes, your water, your pompousness, you know. We're going to boast in your riches, man. It says, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for a stubble. And they shall kindle in them, and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Right? So we're going to take over everything that you people own, man. You know, that's what's going to be repaid to you for doing what you have done to the Israelites, man. Because the Lord tell you in Jeremiah, Israel has been a lost sheep. Everybody that found them devoured them, man. So-called Chinese, Africans, Japanese, Muslims, East Indians, so-called white man, so-called Jewish, German, Polish, Swedish, no matter what you are, man. All you people about to pay, you know. And these mouths, they're about to be burnt up anyway, because so-called Native American Indians are the elect, you know, so-called blacks are the elect, and so-called Latinos are the elect. Blacks, aka Negroes are the elect, are getting ready to go back to their homeland, Israel, man. And we're going to possess everything you people gathered over here and collected, man. And we're going to possess you. We're going to possess your possessions. So with that, Lord willing, this has been edifying. We give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Waha Kudas Rakah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.